উপকূল সংলগ্ন এলাকায় আরম্ভ হয়ে গেছে। আপনাদের কাছে আমাদের বিনীত অনুরোধ, আপনারা অযথায় বাড়ি থেকে বেরোবেন না, বাড়ির মধ্যে থাকবেন।
When hope and love has been lost and you fall to the ground, you must find a way. When the darkness descends and you're told it's the end, you must find a way. When God decides to look the other way and a clown takes the throne, we must find a way. Face the firing squad against all the odds. You'll find a way. Dig down, dig down, dig down, and find faith when you're close to the edge, or with a gun to your head. You must find a way.
London by William Blake. I wander through each chartered street, near where the charter Thames does flow, and mark in every phase I meet marks of weakness, marks of woe, in every cry of every man, in every infant's cry of fear, in every voice, in every ban, the mind-forged manacles I hear. How the chimney sweepers cry. Every blackening church appalls, and the hapless soldiers sigh. Runs in blood down palace walls. But most through midnight streets I hear how the youthful harlots curse, blasts the newborn infant's tear, and blights with plagues the marriage hearse.
This has become the brand new normal. I don't seem to know how the roads were before the cyclone. It seems like this is how these roads have always been. The trees always bent at an oblique angle, wickedly crooked or uprooted. This is nature's version of self-sabotage, inflicting harm on itself. I don't know how much longer will it take for anyone to acknowledge this, let alone fathom this horrendous act. This is just 5 kilometers in and around my vicinity. I can't imagine the wreckage caused throughout the city. They call it the City of Joy. Now only with faces hung in drama, despair, and wailing. Is it joyous to see houses forcefully grabbed from within their foundations? People helplessly stranded out in the open, forcefully dragged out of their homes by the laws of nature? Nature massively wrecking itself? Wasn't the pandemic enough to tear us from within? Well, I feel it's never enough, and this is just the beginning. And the worst is yet to come. It seems at any time the land below our feet would split open like a wound, and hands from the seventh circle would drag us underneath. I can imagine our bodies crashing with the insides of the earth as we are being pinned down to hell. The earth, supposedly our mother, being raped by her babies, the humans. Our genitals thumping violently against each of the earth's orifices as we make our way to the core, from where we once emerged, now being ethically submerged. Sometimes I think life is so vulnerable, as if you were sitting out in the open, naked, wounded, and all the turmoil waiting to wrap you up in its insides and spit you out as a new being. Totally different from what you had been. It was like a terrible wave of diarrhea brewing inside the earth's stomach. And then the final defecation on us. I don't know how much longer it will take for things to become normal. At this point, normal is a far-fetched utopian ideology for wannabe textbook nerds, and thinking about it seems abnormally absurd. From my standpoint of privilege, I feel as worthless and helpless at the same time. To justify my emotional flux, I did my bit and created this. I'm fine. But what about others?